Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy birthday to you. Y'all, everything I say is allegedly and what I think. Okay? Naziyah Harris broke the family cycle. Yes. Now, what we're going to do is, I appreciate if y'all tap the like button, and I appreciate it. And get your membership. Thank you. Um, Allegedly, this video is for entertainment, criticism, educating, commenting purposes, okay? It's going to get into test the people who testify in her behalf, but I want to start out by like this. I want to start out this.
It's been nearly a year since the disappearance of 13-year-old Naziyah Harris. Her body has never been found, but 42-year-old Jarvis Butts is accused of sexually assaulting her and killing her. I saw Tijuana Butts is the defendant's sister. Butts testifying she had stopped by her brother's auto shop on the east side for him to look at her car when she spotted a girl she didn't recognize. Jarvis told her it was his business partner's niece. I just remember her having on a colorful jacket. Butts says she didn't think much of it until later. This is a photo of Harris on her bus the day she disappeared in that jacket. Butts getting emotional as she testified about suspecting her brother. Jarvis Butts was already a convicted sex offender. Records show he had spent nearly 10 years in prison for sexually assaulting a teenager. In this case, prosecutors say Jarvis Butts has several children with Naziyah's aunt and was secretly preying on Naziyah, grooming her, even getting her pregnant, and then killing her. Was he a secretive person to you? Yes, he's very secretive. Latricia Johnson has one child with Jarvis Butts. She testified Butts borrowed her car on January 9th of 2024, the day Naziyah Harris disappeared. Was this normal, abnormal? Johnson testifying when he brought her car back the next day, Jarvis Butts had left something in the back seat, something believed to belong to Naziyah Harris. Other evidence on this day, clothing discovered in a search near the Rouge River believed to have been dumped by Jarvis Butts. He collected a pink jumpsuit, bodysuit style, and then a black hoodie that had a pair of white headphones in one of the pockets, some gloves, a towel, and a pair of red, black, and white gym shoes. Testimony in this preliminary exam resumes Tuesday.
I really don't think that Jarvis Butts intentionally killed her. I really don't, y'all. I really don't. I don't think he intentionally wanted to do that. But I know he wanted to get rid of that baby. Okay, so let's look at this. I'm just going to sit this right here. That Jarvis Butts actions cover up the glasses that he grabbed from his girlfriend, the phone call, Cordell, right? To get his phone call to Johnson to clean anything he touched, and do not drive her car. Lies. And I'm gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna read all of that. I'm just gonna put it right here for y'all. So we know he's involved. He intentionally involved, but he didn't intentionally kill her. To me, the family. The family was involved into a cycle, which is the head of the cycle is the mother, then Jarvis, okay, and allegedly, now everything allegedly, it's a cycle. It's a cycle that the family kept a secret, and Naziyah visualized it. She let it known Why would Naziyah disappear? Why would Naziyah disappear with Jarvis knowing that his aunt got 5 children from him? So they let me know that somebody knows something, but Shannon don't, allegedly to me, Shannon don't know, Shannon didn't know that he was going to unalive her niece. I don't think that part. But I think Shannon allegedly knows about trying to get rid of that baby. I think she know part of something. Y'all got to understand something in this case. Nobody's supposed to be caught in this case. This case is supposed to be quiet. This case is supposed to be a secret. This case, not even supposed to be visible. Y'all weren't supposed to see this. Why would Naziyah run away with a man that got 5 children from his aunt? So, why? Why is how? Because they thought they could keep. He was part of the family. Then you hear the grandmama. Then you hear Shannon say, "I thought you was part of the family." It was the kind of family that they was gonna try to raise, y'all. Jarvis wasn't a part of their family. Jarvis wasn't part of their family. Jarvis was the part of mentally manipulating, blackmailing them. Okay? But he's supposed to be part of the family. Naziyah supposed to be the one that broke the code, but she wasn't. Well, she was supposed to be the one that didn't break the code, but she broke the code. It's a family cycle, y'all. And now I want y'all listen to this. This is some good information that young lady named Angela is going to tell y'all how to break this cycle. Y'all, I don't think Shannon know more than y'all think she know. I think that their grandma is the bigger pot. She and Jarvis. I think the grandma know more. Shannon knows some. So if she knows some, she's still involved. But the bigger fish is Jarvis. And you can see where he said, I wish you would be a better woman and come clean about that baby. The fact that you want to clear up everything else, but your part in her disappearance is sickening to know. Now, that makes sense. The grandmother, there's your queen to the cycle. On the way to break that cycle is to get her out the cycle. But what happened? Everybody, the system, it's not going to do too much to her because guess who failed? Naziyah. The system that builds around the cycle of missing Naziyah Harris. This is the person.
Ever since I met her,
Since 2016?
well, we moved to another house.
Okay, when did you move into the Bedford house?
Let me see. 2019, we moved in that house, and then moved in the house that I am now, which is still on Bedford.
Okay. And did Naziyah make those moves with you?
Yes.
And in January of 2024, at that
7:20. We're basically saying prayer and we're loading up in the car. I'm dropping them off at school at 7:30. Breakfast starts at 7:30.
Now, what kind of prayer were they saying?
And does that include Naziyah proper?
This is at Nat Harris,
All together, yes.
Naziyah Harris'
I
grandmother.
want to talk about, let me ask it this way. Did you know someone by the name of Jarvis Butts?
Yes.
And do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
Well, she too old to be playing like
Stand
that.
up and look around.
I can't believe this woman stood up, y'all. I really can't. She's still playing games.
Do you need glasses?
Yeah. My daughter has my glasses.
Okay, Judge, may I take a moment to read your glasses?
Yeah.
Look at the prosecutor laughing. I mean that you need your glasses just to look at Jarvis' butt. But you nearly pushed that little girl out the way just to run over there at the birthday party and tell Jarvis, oh, you just not getting here. You didn't need your glasses then. But you didn't need your glasses then, but you need them now. Look at Jarvis. Looking at her. Like you the one got me into this mess. You did it. That was the biggest trick I ever seen.
If you could just stand up and take them. Do you see Mr. Butts in the courtroom today?
You were looking at him the whole time.
Identify a piece of clothing that he's wearing. For the record, the witness is identifying Jarvis.
He's the father of my daughter's children.
And is that daughter Shannon Harris?
Yes.
How many kids do they have together?
5.
And would he come around your house on Bedford in January or the months leading up to January?
Whenever he did come, he would always pull up in a white truck, and Shannon would go out to the car, and they would sit and talk or whatever. But he would very rarely come in my house.
And during that time when he would come
Did you
around,
hear what that woman said? He rarely came in the house. Now, I'm not going to show y'all, but there is a video out there floating around with Jarvis Butts arriving at the shower at the birthday party where this lady right here, the head of the cycle, ran to him. That was her man. Oh, so you late, and he was supposed to be at the birthday party. But she just said, yeah, he rarely meets. No, but you're not supposed to be there, period, woman.
sit in his car, was there any times that he would interact with Naziyah that you saw?
Not that I remember, no.
Okay.
She
I want
lying.
to talk specifically about January 9th. You had described your morning routine with the kids. Did you follow that routine on January 9th?
Yes, I did.
And did that include dropping Naziyah off at J.E. Clark 7:15 to 7:30?
Yes.
And can you tell us what she was wearing on January 9th, 2024?
Yes, she was wearing a pair of light powder blue jeans with a light powder blue jacket that
Now, y'all, listen to what she said about Naziyah mama, her own daughter. Listen to what she said about her.
What I just handed you.
Yes,
And is that a picture of Naziyah?
yes.
And do you know when that picture was taken?
The same day, January the 9th, she took this picture.
Well, move to it then. He was proposed as well.
And just when the bell rang, 2:40, 2:45, she's getting on the bus.
And that's what she normally did on other days? Is that yes?
Yes, I'm sorry,
And
yes.
what time would she normally arrive back at home?
The design would be walking in through the door, maybe 3:05, no later than that.
And on January 9th, did she walk in at 3:05?
No, she did not.
And were you home when she did come home?
I was there for a little while, but I left out to run some errands. But when I got to the house, she was not there.
And that didn't scare you.
At that time, did you have a conversation with someone else about her not coming home? Desire not coming home?
Yeah. When I picked my children up from the after school program, yes, Shannon said she was not there.
When you got home that day on the 9th, was Desire there?
No.
And did you eventually make a police report about her visit?
Yes, I did. Yes,
And
I
when
did.
did you do that?
That morning.
That morning.
I went up to drop the kids off at school. I talked with the dean and the principal, and I told them that I was on my way to the police station, and they told me that they would call the police, and the DPS police came there.
And you said DPS, is that Detroit Public Schools?
Yeah,
And did you talk to an officer at that time at the school?
yes, I did.
And was that at J.E. Clark physically at that location?
Yes,
And you said that morning, are you talking about the morning of the 10th?
yes.
This woman is the coolest and the coolest woman in this case.
Desire active on social media, if you know?
Well, as far as I know, she was. There were times that she was sneaking on, yeah, she was.
Sneaking.
Keep track of her social media pages like
Sneaking?
Facebook or anything like that?
I tried. A lot of times, I would take her phone and stuff from her.
Sneaking on social media. She was always on TikTok.
And after the 9th, did you ever see any posts made by Naziyah?
I didn't see any posts. Most of the time, if there was a post or something, or she posts, my daughter or someone would call me and tell me.
Have you ever heard after the 9th, any communication or seen Naziyah?
5 minutes.
Do you know where the location that she got dropped off at was, the address or the intersection?
Right there at 3 Mile Drive in Cornwall.
And that's 5 minutes from your house?
Yeah.
And did Naziyah have any nicknames that you called her?
Where her family called her Tuda, but I've always called her Glamorous. I've been calling her ever since she was born.
Is it Glamour?
Glamorous.
Oh. And what was it?
Tuda.
She called her glamour. Y'all glamour her all right. Glamorize. Is that a word?
Well, let me say this. I don't deal with my daughter, so she didn't have really no contact with Naziyah like that. She only came around now and then.
That lady just lied on it. Oh man, she said that Naziyah mama didn't have no contact with her. But Naziyah mama got her cell phone. What is she talking about? Wow. What? Naziyah. What? Really didn't have no contact with her. Yes, she did. Everybody you said that she didn't have no contact with, they come inside their house. The house a cycle.
CPS reports, and there's only so much they can actually do. The families, the neighbors, everyone covers everyone up. So that's why when the judge was reading him his rights, telling him about himself, she was listing everyone who basically ignored her. She didn't come home. You went to bed and didn't even think about she's not home. And these children, the ones that are forgotten, the ones that are not checked on, the ones that are not called, looked upon, are the ones that predators look for. Those are the ones that they want. The ones that have involved parents or involved family, they're not usually the angels like him.